Hello, my name is Mr. Mahoney. I'm a business and consumer math teacher here at Colorado Virtual Academy. I'm also a science and other math teacher here at Colorado Virtual Academy. Here I just want to give you just a brief introduction to business math, as I have changed a few things from previous semesters. So welcome to this semester. This is going to be a great semester. We're excited to have you on. So in previous semesters when I've taught this course, a lot of the tests, when they were set up, it was set up in such a format where you had to input an answer. After you did all your calculations, you put in a number, and then it would grade it. It sounds like a great idea, but that doesn't always work. And so in this examinations in business math, I actually explained what I did is that I've actually changed all the questions to multiple choice or true false because it would mismark many answers. Most students would go from an A to a D because if you didn't have the correct punctuation, you didn't have the correct number of digits, you didn't have the correct rounding. Sometimes it would totally be off on the rounding. Now it would do, you didn't have a dollar sign, you didn't. And there's only so many answers it can accept. And so I couldn't go in and actually change every single one to make it seem like that. So I made every one multiple choice or true response. That being said, there are some units, such as unit 5, 6, and 7, as you can see on the screen here, where it's going to have a thing where you're going to have to download it, you're going to have to print it off, scan it back in, and send it to me. And this is an extension activity where I'm going to actually need to see your work and do that because this is a lot more graphs and it's harder to load into the tests themselves. And so the calendar, you can see on the side, let me go ahead and highlight it here for you on the side toolbar. We will have the calendar. The calendar is going to be having the pacing guide of what you should read, what slides you should read, and all that. And in terms of slides, many students get confused. So let me go into how to do this. So to access the content for each unit, I'm going to go Unit 1 and then Content. And over here in the upper right hand side, you can see that there's these arrow buttons. So this says Unit 1, Lesson 1. So this is what the calendar is going to be referring to. You can keep clicking. You could say Topic 1, and it keeps going forward. Now we're at Unit 1, Lesson 2. So for one day, you might do Unit 1, Lesson 1. You have to do all those slides until you hit Unit 1, Lesson 2. It's kind of sequential in how it does it. It kind of is all strung together. So you're going to have to watch that when you're doing the calendar. You can read it all in one day and then go back and do it. But this has little quizzes inside the content, so it's really nice to help you out. Unit 1 is going to be more of a review of previous fractions, order of operations, basic math operations that we need in order to pass this class. Starting on Unit 2 is where we're actually going to have all of our material for business math to continue on until the final in Unit 7. And there is actually no set final per se, no cumulative final for this class. It's just going to be the Unit 7 quiz. Or the Unit 7 projects. You guys can look at that on the calendar, but it's just going to be just that unit. And so once you learn something, of course, it will transpose to other units, but you're not going to have a full, I want to say, cumulative assignment. So there is a button here that I'm going to be implementing. It's going to be over here on this course website. It's going to be Call Mr. Mahoney Now. And so what I want you guys to do is, in that button, you guys can actually call me, and you guys can click the button, the Google button. Let me show you in one of my other classes what I have. Because I'm still setting all these up, of course, before school starts. You can call this number, 720-239-2114. And you can contact it, you can text it, you can call it, whatever. It's going to go to my cell phone, it's going to go to my home phone, my email, and my computer all at the same time. And you can actually click this button, put in your name, your phone number, it's going to call you and then call me. It's going to pick up any long distance charges that there are. So you can always keep this going. So you can always keep in contact with me. So for this business math class, let me go back to my business math class. So for this business math class, there's a lot of discussions that are going to be in here. And for the discussion starting on Unit 2, the discussions were really outdated, such as ATM versus debit cards and other things that weren't really needed. And so what I've done is I've created PDFs, and let me show you what they look like. And so there's, for Unit 2, there's a whole new thing that Visa is offering new ways to pay and to pay other people. And so it's a short little article. Some of them are short, some of them are a little bit longer. And then you have some discussion questions. These questions are supposed to be responded to in the discussion board. Now going back to the classroom, you're going to have these earning and income discussion questions. These are ones that I want you guys to submit the Word document directly to the teacher via the Dropbox. These ones weren't really adequate for producing a great response in the discussion board, and so that's why I've created additional articles for the discussion board. So you're going to have questions that you're going to submit to me, and just your thoughts based off of a statement. That's the question. Then you're going to have articles, which you have to do the discussion board on. So you have a question that you submit to me, and you have articles that you post on the discussion board. And I'm going to go over this more in the Class Connect sessions, but I just wanted to pose that to you so you have an idea. So there's a 5 p.m. deadline for everything, being that I am a science teacher and that we're setting up this kind of thing. The new deadline that we're piloting, a few teachers are piloting, is a 5 p.m. deadline for everything, not a midnight on Sunday. But this is going to also be supported by the fact that I'm going to be online 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. every Friday, so I can help you out and we can get those assignments turned in and be much more positive experience versus trying to look for somebody on the weekends, can't really do it, turning it in late and all that. So you can access everything. There's going to be information on the Class Connect side, as you can see right here. That's going to show you how to access it. And let me show you in my other class. It's going to have a similar page like this. Of course, these aren't the correct times because this is a different class, but you can see how to access it using this Class Connect session. So that's going to be inside of our business math class. Other than that, this should be a fantastic semester. Most students find this very interesting, very fun. If you do have any questions, please let me know. And do note that there are not Class Connect sessions every single week, but it is required for you to go in order to obtain a great grade. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact me at any time. I'm always available, and all my information is in the syllabus or teacher contact information. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and let's go Cougars!